You want to know the truth about success? It's not luck. It's not talent. It's not who your parents are, or where you were born, or what school you went to. It's discipline. Discipline is the foundation that every millionaire, every champion, every leader has built their life on. Discipline is the thing you do when no one's watching. It's what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Everyone says they want to be rich. Everyone says they want success. But when it's time to wake up early, when it's time to work late, when it's time to sacrifice comfort, most people quit. They want the reward without the grind, the glory without the struggle. Discipline doesn't care about what you want. It only cares about what you're willing to do. Discipline is not motivation. Motivation fades. It's emotional. Discipline is action built on commitment. It's waking up tired and still going to the gym. It's working on your business even when your friends are out having fun. It's saying no to short-term pleasure because you're focused on long-term gain. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the fire that never goes out. People ask, how do I stay disciplined? You don't stay disciplined. You become disciplined. You train it like a muscle. Every day you make a choice. Comfort or control. Every time you choose control, you get stronger. Every time you choose comfort, you get weaker. Discipline is built on decisions repeated until they become who you are. You must understand that life rewards the disciplined. The market rewards the disciplined. The world bends for those who can control themselves. You will never control your business, your income, or your destiny if you can't control your own habits. The richest people are not the smartest, they are the most consistent. They execute every single day, not just when they feel like it. The gym is a metaphor for life. Nobody loves the pain. But the disciplined person goes anyway because they understand pain is temporary, pride is forever. Success feels good, but only after discipline has burned away weakness. Every rep, every page read, every hour worked. These are small bricks. Over time, those bricks build empires. Discipline is not about perfection. It's about persistence. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be relentless. You fail, you learn, you adjust, you continue. People who give up because something is hard never realize that everything worth having is hard. Wealth is hard. Fitness is hard. Freedom is hard. Choose your hard. Discipline makes it possible to win your chosen battle. There are two kinds of pain: the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. The pain of discipline weighs ounces. The pain of regret weighs tons. Every time you skip the work, every time you procrastinate, every time you say, I'll do it later, you're stacking regret. Regret builds chains. Discipline breaks them. When I say discipline leads to wealth, I don't mean money appears magically. I mean discipline creates habits that produce value. Value attracts money. Discipline is how you turn knowledge into action, action into progress, progress into profit. Most people know what to do, they just don't do it. The gap between knowing and doing is where discipline lives. Discipline is freedom. That sounds strange, but it's true. When you have discipline, you control your life. You control your time, your energy, your focus. You are not a slave to laziness, not controlled by emotions, not distracted by every impulse. Discipline gives you the power to say, I decide. And when you decide consistently, you build the life you want. You want to know why millionaires wake up early? It's not magic in the morning. It's ownership. When you wake up early, you own the day. You attack before the world distracts you. You're proactive, not reactive. That's discipline. Discipline isn't glamorous. It's quiet, consistent, invisible. But its results are loud. The body, the bank account, the mindset, all are built in silence. People chase motivation videos, quotes, inspiration from others. They want someone to light a fire under them. But discipline means you light your own fire every single day. You don't wait for the mood. You create it through movement. Discipline says, I don't care how I feel. I care what I do. And that is where real strength lives. Wealth and success are simply the byproducts of discipline applied over time. If you work out every day for 10 years, you will have a strong body. If you save and invest consistently for 10 years, you will have wealth. If you study and build skills for 10 years, you will have mastery. The problem is that most people can't stay consistent for 10 weeks, let alone 10 years. Discipline is rare, and that's why success is rare. If everyone had it, everyone would be rich. But you can separate yourself immediately just by being consistent. Outwork, outlearn, outlast. Not once, not sometimes, every single day. Discipline doesn't make life easier. It makes you stronger. The challenges remain, but you become unshakable. The world will test you. There will be days you want to quit. There will be people who mock you, doubt you, tempt you back into comfort. Discipline means you stay the course. You keep walking through the storm because you know the sky clears for those who keep moving. Every great person has walked that same path of resistance. People say, "I'll start tomorrow." Tomorrow is a lie that weak people tell themselves to feel better today. Discipline starts now, not when it's convenient. You don't wait for the perfect moment. You create it through action. Discipline doesn't need permission. It doesn't negotiate. It executes. When you build discipline, your entire identity changes. You stop being a victim of circumstances and start becoming the architect of results. You realize you can design your life through consistent effort. It's not about being gifted. It's about being committed. Talent gets attention. Discipline gets results. Understand this. Every time you follow through on what you said you'd do, your confidence grows. Every broken promise to yourself destroys it. Discipline is self-respect in action. It's proving to yourself that your word means something. And when you trust yourself completely, success becomes inevitable. Wealth without discipline disappears. Lottery winners go broke because they never built the habits to sustain wealth. Entrepreneurs lose companies because they lose focus. Discipline not only creates success, it protects it. You cannot manage what you cannot control, and if you can't manage yourself, no amount of money will save you. Discipline is not punishment. It's preparation. It's training for the life you say you want. When you make yourself do hard things, you expand your capacity. The more discomfort you can handle, the more success you can carry. Discipline teaches you that struggle is not suffering. It's strengthening. The disciplined mind welcomes challenge. If you want wealth, stop chasing shortcuts. There are no secrets, only systems. Build systems of discipline around your time, money, and energy. Set goals. Track progress. Eliminate excuses. Success is predictable when discipline becomes automatic. You can predict your future by what you repeatedly do today. You see, discipline creates momentum. Once you build it, everything starts working in your favor. You start waking up earlier without forcing it. You start eating better without thinking about it. You start working harder because it's who you are. Momentum is discipline in motion. It turns effort into instinct. Discipline also brings clarity. When you stick to your plan, distractions lose power. You no longer chase every opportunity. You focus on what matters. That focus multiplies results. It's not about doing more, it's about doing what counts. Discipline cuts through noise and keeps your eyes on the target. And here's the truth. Discipline doesn't just make you successful. It makes you proud. It gives you dignity. Knowing that you're doing your best, that you're holding yourself to a standard, creates inner peace. You stop comparing yourself to others because you're competing with your own potential. Every day you wake up, you have two choices: stay the same or evolve. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you want to be. Every morning is a new vote for your future. Make the right choice often enough and your life transforms. It's not a miracle, it's math. Consistent effort equals inevitable results. The secret of success is boring. It's repetition. It's doing the same positive actions over and over until success becomes the only possible outcome. The world calls that boring. The disciplined call it mastery. Discipline is what turns ordinary people into extraordinary performers. Remember, nobody is coming to save you. No mentor, no friend, no motivation video can do the push-ups for you. Discipline is self-ownership. You want a better body? Work out. You want more money? Create value. You want respect? Earn it. Every answer begins with discipline. Stop waiting for a feeling and start building a habit. You can't control the weather, the economy, or other people, but you can control yourself. That's where true power lies. The moment you take complete responsibility for everything in your life, discipline becomes your weapon and excuses disappear. Discipline doesn't mean you never rest. It means your rest is earned. It's the satisfaction of knowing you've done your part. Lazy people rest out of weakness. Disciplined people rest to recharge. They understand that balance comes after effort, not instead of it. Success doesn't shout. It whispers through the actions you repeat daily. The disciplined life is simple, not easy. Wake up, execute, learn, adjust, repeat. Over time, that rhythm creates an unbreakable foundation. Your emotions may fluctuate, but your standards remain firm. Wealth follows discipline because discipline creates trust. Clients, investors, partners, they trust people who are consistent. They trust results. They trust reliability. You become a magnet for opportunity when your discipline speaks louder than your promises. Look around, every successful person you admire has mastered discipline. Athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, they all share one trait. They show up no matter what. They train when they're tired. They work when they're uninspired. They sacrifice comfort for greatness. That's the formula. The beauty of discipline is that anyone can develop it. You don't need money, fame, or genius to start. You just need to make one decision. I will do what I said I will do, and then prove it every single day. Discipline is democratic. Everyone has access to it, but few choose it. As you grow more disciplined, life becomes simpler. You waste less time on drama, gossip, distractions. You focus on what builds you. You become calm, confident, grounded. That calmness is power. It's the quiet authority of someone who knows they can handle anything. Discipline is how you win even when you're losing. Keeps you moving forward when results are slow. Most people quit right before the breakthrough. The disciplines stay the course until the breakthrough arrives. Success doesn't belong to the smartest. It belongs to the most patient. Think of your life as a garden. Discipline is the act of planting, watering, pruning every single day. You can't control when the fruit grows, but if you stay consistent, harvest is guaranteed. The lazy stare at empty soil and complain. The disciplined keep planting until abundance arrives. In the end, discipline leads to wealth and success because it builds the kind of person capable of handling them. Without discipline, wealth destroys. With discipline, wealth multiplies. Without discipline, success overwhelms. With discipline, success sustains. You don't just earn more, you become more. When you walk through life with discipline, you earn respect, not demand it. People feel your energy. They see that you mean what you say. That silent strength opens doors that talent never could. The world recognizes discipline because it's rare. So make a choice today. Stop talking about what you're going to do. Stop planning forever. Start acting. Start living like the person you want to become. It doesn't start tomorrow. It starts the moment you decide. Discipline is a decision followed by 1,000 repetitions. Every day you win small battles. Getting out of bed when you don't want to. Saying no to distractions. Finishing what you started. Those small victories build momentum. And one day you'll look back and realize discipline didn't just make you successful. It made you unstoppable. That's how wealth is built. That's how success is earned. Through discipline, repeated, refined, and reinforced. You can have excuses or you can have results, but never both. Choose discipline and everything else will follow.